Hello, I am Bridget Rowe. I am energy, I am powerful, and I am who I say I am. The purpose of this video is to teach you how to destroy some stuff. We all know that God has generative power, operative power, and destructive power. We all know that in my videos I try to encourage you to tap into your God state of being by letting you know that ye are gods. Everybody won't be a God, but everybody don't want to destroy nothing. But every now and then you have to destroy some things. You have to destroy some things in an effort to keep you in balance with yourself. So God has this destructive power. Sorry. Not sorry. Anyway, so before I teach you how to destroy some things, I want to show you, or tell you rather, how or why it is necessary that you have to destroy things just in the physical. You know, we got to pay attention to both the physical and the spiritual because they both tie in and they both matter. In the physical, we have in this matrix, in the illusion of self, you know, in this third dimensional plane, jobs. You know, we go to work, we interact with people on a daily. We have these settings where we have to be consciously in sync with others because we are part of a team, and anytime when you're around other people, you are in sync with them through consciousness. Their thoughts and your thoughts are vibrating still, and you can pick up on those energies. So that doesn't mean your team members are on the same frequency as you. That doesn't mean nobody in the team is not depressed, feeling tired, you know, mental fatigue, drained, you know, feeling not a part of, wondering what their purpose is, you know, a longing for love and peace and joy, whatever their feelings. Or you consciously or tapped into that. And these feelings or energies, and energies are not destroyed, they are transformed. So this is why in certain settings, people begin to act like one another. This is why women, when they get together, their menstrual cycle will become in sync, you know. This is why couples, after being together for so long, they can look at each other and know what that other person is thinking from across the room. They can begin to finish each other's sentences. You can be around somebody who's yawning and you begin to yawn. You get around an energy vampire and they are tired and fatigued or sad and depressed or whatever their emotion is, and if you allow it, your energy will be drained and you'll get on their frequency instead of staying neutral or staying where you were before they started their conversation. There are so many ways we could pick up on energy of other people just being in the grocery store. Even if we're not talking to other people, these people are vibrating. They have energy, their frequency, and we are consciousness. We are collective consciousness, so we collect and we pick up on those things. Road rage is another way. People with road rage, you know, they try to throw their energy on you and to get you on the level that they are because they are having a crappy day. People who have that open door policy to their home and let people in and out of their house, they're letting these people out that has been through all kind of things throughout the day come into their home and just talk about it, leave that energy in their living room. Not to mention their family is coming into that same home, leaving their energy there. All things are energy, and these energies, if it's low frequencies or even high frequency, they get and they jump from house to house. They get on you, especially if you have the type of house that you have a lot of parties. You like to party, and so people always come into your house because it's the happening house. And so with these parties, you drank alcohol working as an extrinsic to take the larger part of you or your soul essence out of you, leaving the body or the temple vacant for lower energies to come in. And this is what they will call a drunken person, or to be drunk, right? And so these lower energies are there even after the party is out. You know, after the party is over, the energies did not leave. They're still there on the sofa. They're still in the midst of the home. And so that's why these type people who always have parties always feel the need or the urge to want to be around other energies and constantly have parties because they are attracting more and more. And throughout our lives, our consciousness can be clustered. You know, our physical reality can be clustered or bombarded with all of these energies. The biblical text will tell you, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against these powers, these principalities, against these spirits, right? And grandma even will tell you, if you hang with two Deadbeats all day long. Guess who deadbeat number 3? Because you become like those other energies. You become like that. And so what they're saying, even in the biblical text, when they say, well, 2 or 3 are joined in my name, I'll be a God in the midst. So if 2 or 3 people are on the like energy, you know, they can create, they can manifest. They're powerful beings. But you want to be on the like energy of a positive setting. You don't want to be on a deadbeat energy. You don't want to be on a yawning or tired or depressed energy. You want your energy to be at least neutral or higher. And that way you're vibrating on a more higher, more conscious level where you can connect with source energy, because anything underneath that neutral state is depression, fear, you know, anxiety, anger, things like that. And at the very bottom of that is death, you know. So with that being said, all things are energy. And this reminds me of a moment when I went to a healer friend's house. He was a healer and he did his sessions in his room. You know, I never went in his room, in his house rather. And there was this room that he designated to do his little healing sessions. And I never had been in the room before. And so we were talking in the front of the house. And I was like, let me see the room where you do your sessions at, you know. And I went to see it. And when I got to the door seal of where he did his sessions at, he went in and he was talking about, yeah, I do this here, and this is for this, and this is for that. And I put my hand on my heart. And I was like, wow. And he turned around and he saw me, you know, the expression on my face, and he said, what's wrong? And I said, do you not realize that there are a lot of people in this room? I can feel them. Because for me, I saw orbs of light, I saw energy, I saw physical and spiritual beings, from baby type image all the way to extraterrestrial type images, all in this room. It was like a cluster of people, of energy, in this particular room where he would call this healing room. And he told me, which went over my head then, but now I understand it because hindsight is always 20/20. He said to me, you got to keep in mind that there are beings or people, like you said, in this room. Many of them were here, but some of them you brought with you. And I really didn't think about what he was saying because I felt overwhelmed. I felt the need to want to get out of his little healing room because I wasn't there for a session anyway. I was like, okay, I've seen enough. Can we go down? Because these energies, it felt as if these energies could see through me. So that's why I was holding on to my heart chakra, because I felt like I was standing there naked, because they were zooming in on me and as if they could just read me, like, and I didn't want to be read. So anyway, basically what I'm saying to you, I'm saying that because these energies will follow you and you don't even realize that they are following you around. You know, that's why we have, for example, people who walk around just depressed or sad or all the time. They're like, I don't know what's wrong with me or whatever. Well, because they have this baggage with them. Like Erykah Badu, I think it is, she has a song, Bag Lady, you gonna miss your bus, toting all those bags like that. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Because these energies are there and people sometimes don't know how to let these energies go. It becomes a part of them and they're just traveling with their bags, okay? So there are several ways, and I find this is a perfect day. It is New Year's Eve, and it is a perfect day for you to know how to release these energies and not bring these energies into another year, not bring this into another dimension, not bring this into your consciousness, because at the end of the day, this is the matrix, but you want to clear your consciousness in order for you to experience peace and joy, you know, experience love and expansion in the physical reality and in your consciousness or your heavenly plane in your mind. So I'm going to share with you a couple of things that I know of and that I have used in the past, but keep in mind there are levels to this. These things are outside of you, and as you grow in your journey, never forget that you're the God. Never forget that it is your intention. Never forget that you are the most powerful crystal. You are the best incense. You are the best, you know, Tibetan bowl or whatever that you would ever own. Never forget that. So I want to start off. Okay, first of all, incense. Something really simple and easy to obtain. This is rose. This is rose smells so good. Okay, first of all, I want to say the reason why we would choose rose. I have rose incense and I also have rose water. And the incense, of course, you know, you burn it. I'm addicted to this here. This smells so good. I love the way this smells in my house. And you can tell it's rose because the bottom of it will be pink. The very tip of it pink. Oh, that one kind of faded. Pink. The pink tip. Rose. Okay. Anyway, so the thing about rose is that it is a frequency. We have to realize that plants, you know, they vibrate at a frequency. And oftentimes their frequency is higher than ours because we have hurt and pain. We go through things in our physical reality that are tied to our emotions and our feelings, okay? All plants have to do is just kind of like be and stay connected to source, and source provides the water and the, you know, in the herbs, I mean, in the minerals that they need in the soil. So they really have everything that they want. So they're in perfect alignment to stay in align with source. So their frequency is higher, and this is why their frequency can help us attune to our frequency. You know, rose is the most powerful one. What I do with the rose water is I'll just put this here on my hand sometimes, you know, just like rub it on my clothes. Some people put rose water on their face and all of that, but I just like the smell of it, and just inhaling it. Just the smell alone of inhaling it increases your frequency. Sage. Sage is one that's really, really common. Oops. Some of the little flakes fell off. Anyway, it's really, really common. It is not the best smelling, in my opinion. I like things that smell better, but it works though. It works as far as getting rid of negativity. All you do is burn. This is a sage smudge. So you burn it with, you know, your lighter. Let the fire, you know, let the smoke from the fire actually fill the room. You can walk around your house with this and make sure your windows are up, because you want the smoke or the negative energy to be released, you know, from your house. You want to have some type of circulation. And if you want to just do it on your body alone, you will do it from the crown of the head all the way down to the soles of the feet. Why? Because you will say that you want this energy to go away. Now, when you go up, that's like when you invoking something to come into you, but you don't want it into you. You want it away from you. So you want to, you know, swirl it downward. And you also want to make sure that you're not too close to your clothes and too close to your hair. You don't want to burn yourself. But this is sage. This is a good one. This is a good one also for when you are trying to bless your home. If you're just getting into a new home, those old energies that was once there, you want that out of you, out of your house, you know, new beginnings. And for a new year, perfect time. This New Year's Eve, this is perfect time for some sage. New year, new beginning, clean your house. Or I really just do it like when I'm, you know, when it's time to mop, like on Saturdays when it's time to mop. You know, I'll do my sage or I'll do my frankincense. Let me do that one next. Frankincense. Frankincense is one that smells a little better. So I'll do a lot better. I'll do the sage first. Just walk around the house with the sage, you know, especially if I had guests or whatever that was there. And then I'll turn around and I'll put this frankincense on a burner. And I use this. Oh, I have one in here already. I can put this down. I use this to burn. No, my fingers are black. But anyway. I will use this here as my burner. This is a little plate so that my coffee table. I got this from Amazon. So my coffee table won't burn. And there's a little coil, a little circle, charcoal in the inside that you burn. You burn this with a lighter and set it on fire. And when it's all red, then you get your frankincense resins. I got a pound bag of resins that you pour in the inside, and the smoke from the resins burning will begin to fill the room. And once again, you want that window open to allow for circulation. I'm going to show you what the frankincense resins look like. These are the teardrop ones. I don't know if you will be able to see it, but these are the teardrop frankincense resins that I purchased to put on top of the circle piece of coal that I bought. And it's a piece of charcoal, and the name of it is the Three Kings. I got that from Amazon too. Oop. I'm making a mess because now my hands all black. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I use. Excuse my black hands now. Okay, and next, another thing you can use to clear negative energy away from you is clear quartz crystals. You know, crystals are energy, and so this is a clearing crystal. And some people actually, wear this on them. Sometimes actually I wear certain crystals on me, like when I'm speaking actually. But when I'm speaking, I'll use the blue because blue is for the throat chakra and self-expression, right? But this is a clearing one if you feel when you have to be around certain people and they are draining, maybe you would want to bring your crystal or wear your crystal around them so they don't drain you. This is for like the energy vampires that I was talking about. Another crystal that you can use even when you're meditating is obsidian. Oh, obsidian is really, really powerful for negative energy. And it comes with a little stand that you could put. This is just something that I keep on my altar. I don't really bring it anywhere with me. It's kind of big too and heavy. But it is really powerful. So I will hold this in my hand. Some people when they're at their altar or whatever and, they're just meditating or whatever they do at their altar, they'll have on their altar maybe a saint, maybe Saint or Archangel Michael or something like that, or one of the saints. It doesn't matter what you do. You're the God in your reality. Do what you want at your altar. But they'll have those things for protection or whatever. And so that's a beautiful thing. They could have the rose oil or rose water on the altar too. But I just like to hold this here in my hand because it keeps away negative energy, negative thoughts, and it helps to keep me balanced. And another thing is a Tibetan bowl. A Tibetan bowl is just something really simple that you can center you just because of the sound, just because you have to realize sound and music, all of that is energy too. So it'll tune your frequency and balance you out. I love my Tibetan bowl. Now keep in mind, I am energy. I fluctuate, I'm on a journey too, so my energy fluctuates just like the sun. The sun is never the same temperature every day. We are all energy. We are actually condensed versions of the sun. So we're going to fluctuate. Our energy is not going to always be the same. So if I am at a low frequency or whatever, I would actually hit my Tibetan bowl a couple of times to let the energy out, but at the same time, it centers me. And another thing that I would do is take deep breaths, because deep breaths help you balance yourself and get you back to neutral. Let's see what else you could do. The sound, you hear this because this is attuning yourself back to the universe. You hear this sound often when people would say, and you say that, you hold your breath and taking as much energy, as much air you can, and hold that sound and the vibration and the frequency. What it does, the Tibetan bowl and the sound, is actually centering and balancing your chakras, the energy pools that are inside of you, to keep you in balance with self, because it's really all about balance. Now these things are things that you could go to outside of yourself. These things are outside of who you are, and sometimes in our journey we need that, because sometimes in our journey we it's almost like we're at the end, we're at the bottom version of who we are, we're at the lower self. So we don't remember what the beginning was. We don't remember that the beginning, that we were collective consciousness. At the beginning we were attached to infinite intelligence. We don't remember the beginning. We are thinking about ourselves as being in the lower self. We're depressed. We're wondering, where is God? We're wondering why we're experiencing dis-ease and disharmony. We forget about the beginning. And what is the beginning? In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So what is Word? The expression of thought. So in the beginning, we could just speak these things into existence. We didn't need these things in the beginning, but now in the matrix, in the physical reality, we need these things. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody that use these things and need these things, because it is necessary for our becoming stage, for us to tap back onto our beginning stage, so we get to this place where we can say, away from me. You remember like when we were at church, when we were prayer warriors, well, at least I was in that religious time in my life, a prayer warrior. So a prayer warrior is powerful, and a prayer warrior would know this. Whatever I bind in heaven shall be bound on earth. Whatever I loose in heaven shall be loose on earth. It is no different once you become spiritual. You are still binding. You are still destroying because you are still God. So don't forget about in the beginning. No matter what you use to destroy any type of energy, don't forget about in the beginning, because in the beginning was the Word. So speak it into your life and it shall be. Be blessed.